Disclaimer before the video starts, I want to make mention that through this playthrough, you may see some occasional stopping in the footage. I want to preface this by saying that is not the game's fault, by any means. The game on PC runs at a very smooth 60 frames per second, and this is just a result of my own comp. So don't let my recordings be a representation of the game's presentation. It normally runs far better than this. I've tried many things to fix this issue. I tried closing outside applications, decreasing the resolution, nothing was fixing the issue, so I want to apologize in advance. This also resulted in some of my commands getting stuck due to my comp not registering I've released the input. So if there are instances where you see me running into obstacles like an idiot, that's why. I mean, I guess you could say I made the game harder myself in that case, but that's all I wanted to clarify. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy my first Let's Play for the channel. It's been a long time coming, guys.
It's
finally
about
here.
time!
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spiffy Needle Guest, Realm Wars II's first Let's Play on the channel. Tagging along are Spiffy Needle guests, Danny and Ryan, and today, we play through the critically acclaimed Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition. A series of games that quickly became one of my favorite Metroidvania series. Like, it was love at first sight. And so, without wasting any time, we're gonna just jump right in for our normal playthrough.
Okay, look, I don't care what you or anyone else says. Like, after this playthrough, it's like, you're no longer a Spiffy guest. You're now officially a Spiffy Needle geek, alright? Seriously, there's no...
Yes!
There's no
promotion!
There's no beat around the push around this one, alright? With this playthrough, you essentially signed a contract.
Yes, I've been promoted.
Yeah, all it took was, like, just pricking your hand, just signing your signature on the contract with your finger with blood or whatever, and then uploading this playthrough. And all right, you're finally here.
Yeah.
Nah, just kidding.
This game was originally like an Xbox exclusive back in 2015, but then eventually would get ported to PC and as well as the Switch version, and that's actually how I got introduced to these games.
Thank God,
but
was it
specifically
really?
so I could record the.
Did it really come out in 2015? It does not feel like it.
Yeah, it came out in 2015.
Damn. It's like, it does not feel like this game is like 5-6 years old. I mean, it's like, I swear, I mean, like, I know a new game just came out for it, but I was like, I don't know, I was under the impression this was probably like, what, like 2-3 years old?
Yeah, Will of the Wisp is the game that came out last year.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah. Which, for the record, yes, I do intend on covering that game eventually too. And oh boy, when I get to it. So, yeah, this beginning scene here, so we're actually not in control of Ori at first, we're actually in control of this figure by the name of Naru, who is essentially about to adopt Ori.
Duh. Oh yeah, it's like...
even have a little drawing.
It's like, man, yeah, hard to believe that this game would go through the exact same fate as Minecraft and Cuphead. Initially Microsoft properties until they eventually got the Switch treatment.
Yeah.
All we need now is for Halo to get the treatment, and then we're all set.
Yeah. Okay, and yeah, the environmental storytelling this game has is top freaking notch.
The artwork itself is just gorgeous.
Oh yeah, very pleasant on the eyes.
Yeah, very good art style, and on top of that, just an incredible musical score to really accompany a lot of these scenes.
I want to see a movie like this. Like, get the guys that did Klaus to make an Ori movie.
That would be cool.
that actually would be really neat.
Mama's so proud of her adopted baby.
So what kind of creature is Mama?
It's actually not really said what Naru's species is. Like, we're never really given a name. Like, I will say, I do like how the completionist described Naru, that, she's essentially what you would see as, like, a combination of both, like, a gorilla and a penguin, and I'm like, you know what? That's apt.
It's like, oh, baby's running off.
It's like, all right, sorry, Mama, I'm taking all this food for myself. See ya.
Well, because, his, biological father is now calling to him, the spirit tree.
My child, you must give me your rations.
Yeah, wait, no, stop, give him back.
No, that's mine.
You will go to the Dagobah system.
God, I joke on this segment, but, like, that incident, yeah, that actually just straight up fucked everything.
You must take your place in the circle of life.
So yeah, like, everything you see is, like, starting to decay, losing its color, just really showcasing that, yeah, things are not going to be turning out well.
Yeah, it's like, was there, like, a reason why this entire forest is losing all of its essence and life? Or did it just suddenly be like, okay, so, just out of the blue, it's just turning into the very dark times?
Yeah, oh no, the game gets to that, but, like, what it's doing, yeah, I know, like, what it's doing essentially now is that it's more so just, not just setting the tone, but also just trying to give that rising action to what's essentially going to happen between the relationship between Naru and Ori.
Oh no! Oh god, okay, oh my god, somehow I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, she's trying to get food for the both of them, but it's just not working.
Yeah, well, thank goodness, is like, you know, she didn't, like, get severely injured after that fall. No, the rations are for you. I'll live.
Naru.
Oh, hey, there we go. All little Ori needs to do is just take all of that food over to Mama, and she should be A-okay. Why is she a ghost?
Oh, these aren't, this is Ori just flashing back to, like, the fond moments that he was having with Naru. Just, you know, he's determined to bring this stuff back.
Okay, good.
Mom is gonna be dead.
No! No!
It's like,
I knew it!
Unfortunately.
Why else would they set this up?
Yeah.
You know,
well, I mean, even then, the trailers also kind of showed that off too. So this really doesn't come as a surprise. But like, the build up to it still makes this hurt.
Oh, well.
Aww.
As much as I, deep down I knew this was gonna be the case, but at the same time I'm like, what if that wasn't the case? What if I was proven wrong?
Yeah, because they spend a good amount of time establishing their relationship, like, at the beginning of the game, and it's like, honestly, like, even though it wasn't much, it was all they needed to do to just show how close these two were.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's like, we literally do this mom for 5 minutes. But, yeah, but the game was able to get the point across within those 5 minutes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not gonna get better anytime soon.
Oh, Christ. Oh, it's like, oh, gamer, you thought this was bad? Oh, no, trust me. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
You joke, Alex, but...
Whoever said I was joking. I'm just basing that by what you said.
Yeah. By the way, I'm still in control of Ori here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, my god, it's like, seriously, the cinematography, the camera angles, it surely doesn't feel like you're controlling the character.
That's
It
like
all,
Ryan.
it all seems like it's just one huge cutscene.
Yeah, that's like Ryan. Like this actually reminds me. Like you remember Grease?
I believe I do.
Yeah, like when I let.
Yeah, Grease is similar to
Yeah,
this.
like when I let's play Grease, it was like you get the opening cut. Yeah,
Grease.
you get the opening.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
you get
yes,
the
I remember that.
Yeah, it's like you get the opening cut scene, which is just her singing and shit. But then it's like literally right after that opening cut scene, it's like you immediately start playing, and literally all she can do is like just walk and fall over because she's going through her depression phase, basically. Like, technically the denial phase, because that game was all about the stages of grief. But it's like, yeah, similar thing. And now, granted, in Ori's case, I mean, it's like, yeah, they're animating the tumbling and just the struggling for it. So I was like, I'd say like it looks like they're definitely getting the point across. Like they're doing it better.
Yeah, okay, here we go. This. So Ori's dead.
No, come on.
Well,
first 10 minutes.
That was a good game.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like that. No. The game literally just started. There's no way the main protagonist is dead already. Come on.
yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just bad at this game.
You got the bad ending.
Fuck.
You didn't get to mom fast enough.
Curse my inability to speedrun.
It's like, oh, so this is what one life mode is like.
Jesus. I do plan to do a one life run someday.
It's like, yeah, that's all that alone.
But the last light that the spirit tree had before completely fading away, that's essentially what helped to revive Ori. But because of that, the spirit tree is not really living anymore.
Huh.
Yeah, just look how fast this boy goes.
Yeah, seriously. Definitely much faster than earlier, that's for sure.
Yes, I take it those are that's recovering health.
Yep, and this is actually a unique thing to Ori the energy cells. So what you do, and this is like the interesting thing about it, you can save your game at any point you want, and these act as your checkpoints.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
Yep. Hey, who are you?
Oh, first enemy of the game.
Is that a
Who invited you?
Olé!
It's like, was that a Lyra?
Oh, Christ. And then he literally takes his soul.
It's like Ori just killed a Lyron.
Yeah. Rocks is super effective.
It's like, I know it said spirit light, but it's like, okay, look, if it's a spirit in a matter of speaking, then it's like, oh yeah, that's literally what Ori is doing. It's like, that enemy dies, he's literally taking that enemy's spirit.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's also another instance of the game too. Like, when you are on the right direction, you'll hear narration from the spirit tree.
Oh, okay.
And this is our companion, and weapon of mass destruction.
Hey, listen!
No, Scene kicks the shit out of Navi.
I was like, oh, come on. You have a little flying ball of light. You have a spirit tree, which I would imagine is essentially the Deku tree. It's like, come on.
Okay, but yeah, the game is now about to introduce us to how the combat's gonna work in this game. And basically, all of your combat is through Scene. So anytime you click, you send out homing shots that will go after the closest target next to you.
Okay.
And that's essentially all the Okay, I'm not going to say that's all the combat, because we are going to eventually get new moves, but this is our primary means of attacking. Scene does all the work.
Oh, so essentially Scene is your stand. Got it.
Yes. You know what? Scene is just Little Bomber.
Essentially,
It's like
Lil
it's
Bomber that
like
speaks Phantomile.
Yeah. Actually, from what I gathered in terms of like researching like the characters' names and whatnot, they're all based on Sylvan.
interesting.
Okay. And as we level up, just like in Dust, we explode. And
Game over.
for the record, the explosion does hurt enemies.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the
As they
ability
should.
tree where we can. So yeah, this is the ability tree where we can rank up Ori when we start leveling up. We have 3 different segments in terms of what kind of abilities that we can get. There are attacking upgrades. There are attribute upgrades, where it's just like, you know, we can find things like in terms of like what we can find on the map. And then there are specific ability upgrades where we can upgrade certain abilities that we can get later in the game, as well as just overall things we can get with Ori. Like, there's going to be an upgrade where Ori can breathe underwater. There's an upgrade where once we get the double jump, he can turn that into a triple jump.
Okay.
Ooh.
And here we are about to approach a spirit well.
Oh, fast travel.
Yeah, fast travel, and it is also a save point that restores our health and spirit. So the difference between just regularly saving and using a spirit well to save is that when you use a spirit well, all of your stuff gets restored. When you use to manually save, like one of your spirit cells, you're mostly making a checkpoint for yourself, which again you can put at any point in the game that you want, and anytime Ori dies, he will respawn back to that point. So say that you're at a very tough segment and you save in front of it. If you die to it, you're not going to have to do much backtracking, and you can just immediately start over.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
So yeah, unless this is just the case in the beginning, seems like this game's being pretty generous when it comes to like saving and having like health spots and shit compared to the likes of Hollow Knight, where it's like every man for himself.
Yeah, well, that also goes into the thing too, where Ori is also not a very easy game to go through. Like, it's definitely gonna kick your ass as a newcomer. Like, I'll say this with no shame. My first playthrough of the game, at least on the Switch version, I had like over 300 deaths.
Oof.
So yeah, the game is definitely hard on your first time playing through, but I know for this, since I did have more knowledge on it, I didn't die as much, but even then, the game still does get very hard, and that's primarily the reason why they give you that save system.
Oh yeah. So basically, it's like if you were to play Cuphead for the first time, you go through like hundreds upon hundreds of deaths. You play it again, or maybe a few times more, and seeing how you have more knowledge of how you beat all these bosses. Yeah, you have a better idea how to handle it, but ultimately, you're still gonna die a lot, but nowhere near as much as before.
Yeah, which is definitely gonna make my eventual one life run interesting.
Yeah, really.
But with that said, thank you for tuning in to part 1 of Ori and the Blind Forest. Tune in next time as we go over part 2, as we eventually venture out to a different part of the world, and as well as learn about our primary antagonist. We shall see you in the next part.